Hello students, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, that's Akifa's Commerce Classes. So in today's session, we'll start with solving the problem number 4. So let's begin. From the following ledger balance, prepare the trial balance in the books of Mr. Govind as on 31st March 2012. Okay, so this is the question. Now let's begin by identifying which of the following will come on the debit side and which of the following will come on the credit side. And how will we do? Because we know that only expenses and asset are on the debit side and remaining items will put it on the credit side. Okay, so let's begin. We have opening stock. It is an asset, so it will be on the debit side. Then we have purchases. Purchases is an expense, so it will come on the debit side. Then we have sales. Okay, we will record sales on the credit side. Okay, so if we record sales on the credit side, sales return will be on the debit side. Next we have carriage. Carriage is an expense, so debit side. Next we have motive power. So motive power, it basically means any power like electricity or steam energy which has been used. Okay, so motive power, we should know that it is an expense. Okay, it is an indirect expense and therefore we will record it on the debit side. Wages is also an expense, so again it will come on the debit side. Plant and machinery is an asset, debit side. Bills payable is a liability, so credit side. Now trade expenses will be on the debit side. Okay, so students, we should know what you mean by trade expenses. Okay, see, the main goal of any company is to maximize its profit, right? So this is done by boosting the revenue and keeping a check on all the expenses that are taking place. If the costs are reduced, then it can help the companies to make even much more from the sales. But if expenses are cut too much, then it will also have a very detrimental effect. Like for example, if a company pays less on advertisement, then what will happen? Then it will reduce the cost. But also on the other hand, it will reduce the company's visibility and also the ability to reach to the potential customers. So trade expense, it means that you need to undertake certain kind of expenses. Okay, you cannot always think that your cost is increasing by doing so and so expenses. Okay, sometimes certain kind of expenses are necessary. So this is about trade expense. It will be debited. Next, debtors is an asset, so it will have debit balance. Creditors, credit balance. Salary, insurance, postage and commission paid, all these three are expenses, therefore all three will be debited. Next we have commission received. It is an income or it is revenue to us, so credit side. Next we have cash in hand and furniture, both are asset, so debit side. Next we have advertisement, office rent and drawings, all these three are expenses, so record them on the debit side. Next we have goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset, debit side. Next we have bank loan. Okay, bank loan is a liability, so therefore credit side. Building is an asset, debit side, and capital is again a liability, so credit side. Okay, so once we are done doing this, now we just have to post them on the respective sides. So now students, as you all can see that I have my solution with me. What we did is we just first identified which of the following will be on the debit and the credit side. Then I just placed them one after the other, all those items which are coming on the debit side and all those which are coming on the credit side. After doing so, the amount that I have got on both the sides is 5,56,000. It means my both the sides are telling with one another, so it means my sum is correct. Okay, so in exam, this is the way in which you all will actually know that whether your sum is right or no. So sometimes there may be a possibility that you write one entry, instead of writing it on the debit side, you write it on the credit side. In another entry of the same amount, instead of recording it on the credit side, you record it on the debit side, so the effect will be nil. Your answer may tally, but still the entries that you have taken are on the wrong sides, so you may lose marks there even after your totals have tallied. Okay, so you have to be very cautious about which kind of account you're recording on which side, and for that you just have to study this, that is the word clear, and remember that only expenses and asset are on the debit side and remaining all are on the credit side. Okay, so students, I have finished covering 4 problems on trial balance. So I started my trial balance series with explaining the meaning of trial balance, the objectives of trial balance, features of trial balance, then methods of preparing the trial balance. Then I also explained about the different types of errors in trial balance, and after which I started with solving problems on trial balance. So in total I have solved 4 problems, okay, and I feel that it is quite enough for you all to understand about trial balance, okay. So with this videos, all I have done is I just tried to make an attempt so that I can explain to you all this particular topic with much ease, okay. So I hope that you all have understood trial balance, you all have understood what it means, how you are supposed to solve the problems and so on. And one more thing is that if you all noticed, what I have done is I just marked with you all which of the following will come on the debit side and which of the following will come on the credit side. I did not solve the sum with you all. Why? Because it is very much time consuming and I did not want to make the video lengthy unnecessarily, because I showed you all how you are supposed to identify which of the following will come on the debit and the credit side. Then I even marked and showed which of the following will come on either of the sides. So I think that's quite enough. After that, what I have done is I have just written all the debits under the debit side and all the credits under the credit side. So my main motive was that our time should be saved. Okay, because if as a student, if you are watching my videos, it should be that you should be in a position to understand whatever is taught very quickly. I did not want to just make the video lengthy unnecessarily. Okay, so this was all for trial balance. I hope that now you all know how to solve trial balance. So if you all liked my entire series on trial balance, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, if there are any difficulties or any queries, then please put it down in the comment section. Thank you.